My bad, y'all. My bad. The mic was off. My bad. Hope y'all can hear me now. My bad. But anyway, man, welcome back to another episode of the Winners Diet Show. I'm your host, Project Mac, aka Mac Solomon. Um, we are coming live and direct from this lovely Saturday evening. I know we're starting a little bit later than usual, but we appreciate you guys for being patient. As always, before we get into today's show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man. Hit that comment or comment down below what you want to see or any topics you want me to discuss going forward. But yeah, man, we are here. We live and direct, feeling way better. I was awfully tired today. Um, had to work earlier, so now I'm here. Had to get a lot of stuff done. But we here now, man. We here. All that matters is that we show up and we show out, So we have a good show today. As always, as you guys know, if you're just tuning in, we have our two segments that we covered today, which is the Fit Report, basically breaking down any type of fitness news, trending topics that are discussed in health and fitness and wellness in the health space here. And then as well as the What the Fitness, breaking down funny or just different fitness videos that can be teachable moments for our viewers. So yeah, man. Then we have the main event. The main event is basically today we're going over why you cannot outrun what you avoid. So yeah, we're gonna break that down today. Very straightforward, straight to the point. And we're gonna get up out of here and enjoy the rest of our Saturday night. So I ain't gonna keep y'all here too long. So let's get straight to it, man. Y'all give me 1 second here, please. All right, we back, man. All right, let's get to it. Let's get into the first article here on the Fit Report. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right, so here we go, man. We have the first article, and it talks about this science-backed workout makes you taller. So this is a science-based workout that is backed by studies and data for a lot of you short kings out there. Okay. I know some of you guys are trying to hit, what was that one country that you can do the leg transfer or make your legs longer? I forgot the name of it, but we don't need you guys going there. Instead, let's do this workout instead. So let's get into it. Let's read it, see what they're talking about. All right, it says a trendy workout has been praised not only for improving fitness and flexibility, but also for its potential to make you look taller. Pilates, which has soared in popularity in recent years, is said to increase people's height due to its posture improving benefits. Through Pilates, strengthening and lengthening the core and spinal muscles can help you stand straighter, reduce slouching or spinal compression, and potentially add centimeters in height by promoting better alignment. Scientific studies have shown that Pilates enhances postural alignment by increasing head and spine angles and decreasing thoracic kyphosis, I'm assuming, the hunchback appearance, and lumbar lordosis, the curve in the lower back. This improved alignment supports a taller, straighter look, creating the illusion of added height. One study found that this exercise style could increase height up to 2.7 centimeters, especially after 10 weeks of Pilates mat training. Okay. I'm not going to read all of it, but okay. So it says Pilates. Pilates is the go-to workout if you want to look taller. Okay. So if you want to look taller, then they're saying that you should do Pilates. It's going to add about 2.7 centimeters to your overall height over a 10-week period. So for you short kings out there, if you guys want to add some height, man, make sure you guys are doing your Pilates. Okay. Don't skip any days. Now, my only thing with this is I think this is a temporary fix. Obviously, you're not going to be there. It's not going to last for very long. I do think that, if you aren't growing, if your legs aren't growing, that's just fake height, man. It's just, I do think, look, I'll say this. if you're doing Pilates and it definitely fixes your posture, that is your real height. So I don't think that most of us are the height that we have is not as accurate as it would be if we were to actually like fix our posture, sit up straight, walk a certain way. Because a lot of us sit down a lot, right? A lot of us are at work. We're in cubicles, we're at the desk all day, we're on the laptop, we're on our phones. Even when you see people walking around outside, like their head is down. Their head is down on their phone. So yeah, I'm pretty sure over time you're gonna see a decrease in your height, but that isn't you getting shorter. That's just your posture being misaligned. If you all you had to do is just fix your posture, and that's your real height. So I don't think Pilates will make you taller, but it definitely will. And it will align you better. It will fix your posture. It will fix your overall spine and just your alignment so that you can appear to your normal height. So I don't think that it's going to make you taller, like your legs longer. So but I will say that if you're an athlete, then you should definitely do Pilates. Definitely do Pilates if you're an athlete. Definitely do yoga if you're an athlete, especially if you're a young athlete, like in the middle school, high school. One thing I regret about not doing, I do regret not taking yoga classes seriously. Um, Only because I understood how important flexibility was. I didn't understand how important flexibility was as a young athlete. So now that I'm older and I've experienced sports at a certain level, and I'm educated, I'm more educated now than I was before, obviously, on just science and muscles and the body overall. I do wish I would have took flexibility training more serious, but you know, you live and you learn. It is what it is. But I do, yeah, man, I do recommend everybody take Pilates, like not just because it's gonna make you appear taller, just for the overall flexibility benefits. It's definitely gonna fix if you guys have back pain, if you guys have, issues with core strength. Pilates is an excellent workout. But I will say this: a lot of women are using Pilates as an excuse to say, "Oh, I work out." That's cool. Look, Pilates is cool, but you still need to do some type of strength training. I'm not saying don't do Pilates, but you still have to incorporate strength training. So Pilates isn't going to get you fit. It's not going to get you in shape. It's just going to make you more flexible, and it's just going to increase your overall muscle joint strength. I'll say that. So your joint strength is gonna increase, but your overall strength isn't going to increase because you're not progressively overloading the body with weight or with intensity. So I definitely, if you guys are taking Pilates right now and you're trying to get in shape, make sure you guys are going to the gym and lifting real weights, lifting heavy weights. Don't just rely on Pilates. I know it's a great workout. You're gonna sweat. That shit hurts, but you still need to do real strength training. So don't forget that part. And if you don't want to do strength training, if you just like the aspect of working out, then hey, by all means. But if your goal is to build muscle and get in better shape, then you got to add some real gym. You got to add some real gym weightlifting to that routine. So don't forget that part. All right, let's move on. What we got here? Let's keep it going. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. All right, here we go. So in this article, it says that the World Atlas ranks the top 10 most unhealthy fast food restaurants in the US. A recent ranking by World Atlas highlights the top 10 most unhealthy fast food chains in the US based on factors like saturated fat, sodium levels, and calorie density. Highly processed foods like these are linked to increased risk of obesity, cardiovascular disease, and metabolic syndrome. Okay, so let's see where the rankings are. All right, let's check this out. Okay, so the top 10 most unhealthy fast food restaurants in the US. And we also made a post about this on the Winners Diet TV Instagram page. So make sure you guys check that out for all your fitness news and up to date things going on. So we got Wendy's at number 1. We got Sonic at number 2. We got Taco Bell at number 3. We got Dairy Queen at 4, KFC at 5. Why is 6 missing? Oh, they did 2 number 8s. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, they got Quiznos. I ain't heard of Quiznos in so long. The last time I had Quiznos was probably in middle school. That's crazy. Okay, so we got McDonald's at number 8, which is surprising. And we got Smash Burger at number, I guess, 8 again. I've never had Smash Burger in my life. They got Little Caesars at 9. That Little Caesars is disgusting, by the way. That pizza, Little Caesars pizza tastes like cardboard. Literally. It literally tastes like cardboard. That is the worst pizza I've ever had in my life. But a lot of times teachers will use, I think teachers use their own money because it's like $5 per pizza box. And they'll just, give it to their class to have a pizza party. Cheapest pizza, but that shit is disgusting. And then we have Chick-fil-A, which is surprising, at number 10. So interesting, man. What do y'all think about this list right here? This is an interesting list. I definitely thought Burger King would be on there. I definitely thought that what else? Popeyes would be on there. And I'm surprised that that Subway is not on this list, which is interesting. But Taco Bell, man, Taco Bell is literally the worst fast food you can eat. That is like, there is nothing more disgusting than Taco Bell. If you're still eating Taco Bell in 2025, we need to shame you. We need to shame you, and we need to do how we do in the olden days where they would burn you at the stake. No, first they would stone you, and then they would burn you at the stake. So we need to implement that back in the mix again. Okay. So if you're still eating Taco Bell in 2025, shame on you, man. Shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself. We need to stone you. We're gonna stone you first, and then we're gonna burn you at the stake if you're still eating Taco Bell. Like, Taco Bell is the worst fast food I've ever had in my life. That is disgusting. You will have bubble guts galore eating Taco Bell. Really disgusting. But everything else, it seems pretty accurate. I never had Dairy Queen. KFC, I haven't had KFC in years. I mean, I remember when KFC was the shit. Like, KFC, that was like the Friday night special. That was what you ate on Friday nights after school. When your parents didn't want to cook, they just go to KFC, get you a big bucket of fried chicken and the sides, and boom, man, voila, dinner served. But yeah, this is interesting, man. And this could be advertising as well. Like, don't like I do believe this could be advertising, uh, paid for by some other fast food to put them in a good light. But yeah, interesting list for sure. All right, let's move on to the next article, man. Let's move on to the next article. We're kind of knocking these out pretty fast today. We might finish early today. Interesting. All right, let's go here. All right, this is interesting. So this article says, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, say yes. Then learn how to do it later. Opportunities don't always come when you're ready. They come when you're brave enough to say yes, even if you're not sure how to pull it off yet. That's how the biggest breakthroughs happen, not by having all the answers, but by having the courage to figure it out along the way. Whether it's launching a business, starting a new career, or taking a leap you're scared of, don't wait for the perfect conditions. Say yes, then rise to the challenge. Confidence is built through action, not preparation. Most definitely, man. Story time. So for me, how this applies to me, when I first got to LA, my initial goal was to become a celebrity fitness trainer. That was my initial goal. That was what I wanted to do. prior to me coming down there. So when I got down there, that was all I was focused on. I was going to school still, so I was trying to figure out how I was going to, navigate both, but I was just thinking, how do I get in the game first? And when I first got to LA, if you guys don't know about Melrose Avenue, it's like a very long strip of just different stores and restaurants in LA, very touristy place. It's a ghost town now. That place used to be popping. Now it's I don't know what happened to Melrose, but I got down to Melrose, man, and my first introduction into the industry of the game was when I met the Kardashians trainer. And I remember just going up there as a young kid and was just asking him, "Hey, man, if you need any help around the studio," because he had a studio on Melrose, and he taught classes down there. It was like a very popular hit class that he did, and I just remember being like, "Hey, if you need any help, yo, just get at me. Yeah, I'm here. I go to school at Cal State LA. I'll be around if you need me." I didn't live too far from that area at that time. And we exchanged numbers. He was like, "All right, cool." Now I'm thinking that, you know, I'm just gonna get in there and he's gonna show me the game. But nah, he was trying to show me how to teach like a hip hop hit class. And I had no experience in that. I didn't even want to do that. But I'm like, bro, this is your only way in. And you got the one of the biggest trainers in the game at the moment teaching you, how to run a proper hit class and really just build a community. And I was like, fuck it. I'm not really used to teaching like that. I'm just used to training people. I'm not used to doing classes. I'm not used to doing a big ass class. I'm not used to commanding a room. But in that opportunity, man, when opportunities like that happen, you just got to say yes. So I ended up taking the gig, and that was the best 3-year run I had, bro. I got to learn a lot. I got to be around a lot of celebs and learn just from everybody. I got to really just open my eyes to a lot of things that I had no prior uh experience with or just knowledge of. So yeah, man, sometimes you want to take opportunities even if it's not in your lane. Sometimes if it's a good opportunity, don't pass it up. Like get in first and then figure it out later. That's what I did. I'm like, I don't really know how to teach classes like that. I don't really know how to teach a hit class. I don't really know how to teach an aerobics class. But hey, this was my way into the industry. So I wasn't gonna pass that up. I got the biggest game. This guy was training Kanye West and the Kardashians and all the big celebrities. I'm like, bro, this is what you wanted to do. So, okay, you may not want to teach classes, but hey, this is your way in. So I took that opportunity and boom, man, I ran with it. And it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. So just because something isn't really in your comfortability, right? If it's a big opportunity, even if it's not really what you wanted initially, you gotta take it. You always gotta take it. Say yes, ask questions later, you know. So that's my philosophy. Shoot first, ask questions later, because you never know what can come out of that. And I'm glad I did it, man. That thing opened up a lot of doors for me. It put me in a lot of rooms. It put me in a lot of situations that I would never have gotten into had I not taken that opportunity. So yeah, man, take that opportunity. Just say yes. All right, man. So let's move on to what the fitness. We're knocking this shit out pretty quick today, man. We might get up out of here a little early. All right, so let's move on. What we got here, man? All right, so here's a guy that says he talks about how people when you're in shape. So understand this, guys. When you guys are getting in shape and or you already are in shape, just be prepared for people to come up to you and start asking you questions about getting in shape. A lot of times these people they have really no plan to get in shape. They just want to pick your brain and waste your time. So just be prepared for this. So let's check this video out of this guy talking just about that. All right, let's check this out. So let's see here. Let me refresh this real quick.
Fit, people will ask you questions like they're a broke nigga in a luxury store. Like just asking questions, knowing they ain't about to buy nothing. Like how many times a week you work out? 3 or 5 times. 3 or 5 times. See, I could probably. And you got to eat a lot of protein, right? Yeah. Yeah, and how long did it take you? Oh, 4 years. 4 years. That's short, bro. That's kind of just like high school. Man, hey, I can see you're not gonna do it. I can see you're not gonna do it. It's written on your face. And you know the people that actually feel like they're interested, but most people, it's just conversation. When you're fit, people will ask you questions like they're a broke nigga in a luxury.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You guys ever were selling like a product or service, and then the person that you're trying to sell to is just asking you a bunch of questions, and you're thinking that, okay, this person's gonna buy something because there's no way they're asking me this many questions and they don't have any plans on buying. And then they just don't buy. It's the same situation with this. When you're in shape, people are gonna ask you a bunch of questions. They're gonna ask you a million questions. How long do you work out for? How many days a week? What do you eat? How much protein do you eat a day? Blah, 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 blah. Knowing damn well they're not going to apply any of this information. All they're going to do is just waste your time and basically just get information that they're never going to apply. That is like the biggest pet peeve of mine. I'm like, bro, I don't mind giving people information. I don't mind helping people out. This is what I do, right? But at the same time, if you're not going to apply the information, if you're just here to waste my time, then what are we having this conversation for? Like, people just love to waste your time. This is a very big thing that I need you guys to understand. This is very important. People will waste your time if you let them. You have to understand that. I'm dead ass serious. People will waste your time if you let them. They will sit there for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes asking you a bunch of questions, running off at the mouth, just wasting time. The conversation is not going anywhere, knowing that they're not going to apply any of the information. They're just there to waste your time and just take up space. You got shit to do, you got places to be. And here this person is right next to you, just running off at the mouth, asking you a bunch of questions. Like, bro, are you going to apply this information? If I give you this information right now, are you actually going to apply the information, or are you here to just waste my time? And again, I don't mind helping people. I don't mind giving people game on how to get in shape. I don't mind giving people game on how to stay fit and protein and macros and all that. I have no issue with that. My issue is me giving you the information and then you not applying it. That's what I don't that's what I despise. Let me pick your brain. No, bro. If you pick my brain, what am I getting out of it? Are you like, I would rather, I don't even want the money. Like, I don't even need to charge y'all for advice on fitness. The value I would get back is that you are apply the information and you actually get in shape. That's what I like. That's what I would want. I would want you to actually apply the information and then use that to get in better shape. But y'all just want to people just like to take, man. Waste your time, take up your time, knowing you got places to be, knowing you got shit to do. But here they are just yapping at you, yapping, just, taking value, not giving any value. People love giving, taking value, but never giving value to you. It's crazy. It's literally insane how people just expect you to just take time out of your day, give out information for free, sit there, listen to them talk with their hot ass breath, and not give any value in return. It's ridiculous. Shout out to QP Reed, man. What's up, brother? It's ridiculous, man. I'm gonna sit there. You think I'm gonna sit there for an hour and listen to your goofy ass ask me a million questions and give me nothing in return. How crazy is that? But now let me put up a Calendly charging you for information. Oh man, he charging for information. Yeah, so it's because you waste my time. Because niggas like you waste my time. So I gotta charge you. I gotta charge you. So this is, bro, people are really, like I always say, man, again, people will waste your time if you let them. Do not let people waste your time. My time is precious. I do not have time to, like, my day is scheduled from the day I wake up, from the moment I go to sleep. Very rarely do I have time for myself. I train, like in the morning, I wake up. If I'm not going to exercise, I'm doing busy work. Then I'm training clients all day. Then I come home, work on editing videos. If I'm not doing that, I'm preparing for the show because I want to give you guys the best possible show and give y'all value. And then do it all over again. I rarely have time for myself, bro. I rarely have time. If I do, it's maybe an hour or two out the day. And that time is my time. So I'm not going to waste my time having you badgering me about shit that you're never going to apply, shit you're never going to do. I'm good. People are insane, man. People are insane. And then when you try to cut them short, oh man, he stuck up. Oh, he an asshole. Oh, he think he too good for everybody because he in shape. Nah, bro. I want to protect my peace. I want to protect my energy. I want to protect my time. Because niggas like you will waste it. You know? It's crazy, bro. Bro, like I said, even being in sales, you can pitch the product or service that you're trying to sell to somebody, and they will ask you a million questions. And you're sitting there thinking, okay, there's no way this person is going to ask me a million questions and not buy shit. There's absolutely no way. And what do you know? The person never buys shit. Oh, so how much does it cost? Oh, okay. So I can get my money back? Oh, okay. And how long does it last me? Oh, okay. And how long you been doing it for? Like, bro, are you gonna buy something or not? Are you gonna buy something or not? People are insane, bro. It's incredible how the way people think, man. You know, shout out to QP Reed taking note and thanks for what you do has helped me to keep myself accountable. Shout out to you, bro. Hey, man, I'm this is what I'm here for, bro. I'm trying to give y'all valuable information. I want to see everybody in shape. I understand everybody can't be in shape, but if you're here, hey, that means you want to make a change. So my job is to hold y'all accountable and give you guys as much information and game as I possibly can. So hopefully that can, y'all can use that information and use that to change your life or change somebody else's life. So I'm just doing my part, man. That's it. That's it, man. I have no problem giving out game to anybody, bro. I have no problem at all. Just don't waste my time. Just use the information. At least use the information, man. I've given out plenty game on fitness or things that I've been very successful in, and people will still just use you for your time, use you for your energy, not apply no information. So it gets to a point where now you have to be very guarded with how people come at you, man. And I'm not trying to act like I'm this big person because I'm not. But at the same time, the value I have, it shows from my appearance. Because not everybody is in shape. So people see me that is someone that is in shape and they're going to have questions. And I appreciate that. But at the same time, I'm just like, all right, man, I'll give you one or two pointers here, but we're not going to have a full blown conversation. That's not going to happen. That's what's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So just be very wary of that, man. If you guys are experiencing people ask you for information on certain things that you may have a lot of knowledge in or success in, just guard your time, man. Guard your energy, or charge their ass. Don't be afraid to charge their ass either. Okay, you want to sit down with me? Okay, it's going to be $100 an hour, or however much time you think your time is worth. It's 150. It's 200. But you gonna give me something in return. I'm not just gonna give you shit and you're not gonna give me nothing in return. No, this is gonna be an equal exchange here. So protect your energy, man. Protect your energy, bro. People are insane out here. All right, man. Let's move on to the next video here in What the Fitness. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. We got 3 people in here. We appreciate you guys. Listen, man, this is a very new show. I'm not going to act like I'm the world's best podcaster. I'm not the world's best speaker. I'm not the world's best communicator, but I can give you game on my experience. I can give you game on my journey, and hopefully y'all can apply that to your own situation. So if you're in here, man, we salute you guys. We appreciate you guys as well. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Also, comment down below what you guys want to see next. We got the links for the coaching in the bio. If you guys want to have a consultation, go ahead and hit the links in the bio, man. We got everything on there. All right, let's move on to the next article or next video here. Let's move on. What we got here. All right, so this guy here, he talks about, before we get into it, so this guy's talking about how just because you are a bodybuilder, just because you guys are somebody that works out in the gym, it does not make you an athlete. And I totally agree. So let's see what Ricky Tan has to say about this.
Get to this point where people just hit the gym and then they suddenly claim they're an athlete. Like, bro, take that shit off your IG bio. It just looked dumb as hell. Being an athlete is more than just you wearing a matching gym set, drinking your pre-workout, and trying to be all aesthetic. An athlete is someone who actively competes in something where there's a clear winner and a loser. It's a test of skill, athleticism, character. Like, you just go to the gym and then go home and eat. Like, you not no athlete, bro. And you talking about, I'm competing against myself. It's me versus me. Bro, that's everybody, bro. You not no athlete. And it's actually disrespectful to the people that put their blood, sweat, and tears into a sport. So how do we get to this point?
You not no athlete, man. Shout out to Ricky Tan. Nah, but he's definitely speaking facts here, man. Listen, I got bodybuilding friends. I got people in the bodybuilding community. But one thing I will say, a lot of them do think they're athletes. I've seen a lot of fitness influencers that have, athlete in their bio, whatever. Listen, man, if you're not competing with anybody, you can say you're competing and you're hopping on stage or whatever. But bro, if there's no offense, there's no defense. If there's no performance-based competition, then you're not an athlete. That's just point blank, period. Athletes can be anything from, combat sports. Dancers are athletes. I consider dancers athletes. Cheerleading is a sport. I know a lot of people don't agree, but I do believe cheerleading is a sport. Gymnastics is a sport. So mainly because there is a performance incentive here. It's performance based, which means there's competition, which means you have to be better than the next person performance wise, not aesthetically. Because when they look at it performance wise in the bodybuilding community, they're talking about the aesthetic, how you win a bodybuilding or an IFBB pro card is you have to look better than the next person. You have to look the best out of everybody on stage. That's not performance. That's just, okay, he looks better. His body fat is this much, or he has this type of definition. That is not a performance-based sport. Bodybuilding is not a sport. It's just not. And I know a lot of gym bros and bodybuilders are gonna be uptight about this, but we gotta keep it 100 here, man. Y'all are not athletes, bro. Y'all don't have any athleticism. First of all, can y'all even move? Like, y'all don't even train fast twitch fibers. The way y'all train isn't even athletic. Like, come on, man. Like, look, I get it. Everybody wants to be a part of something. I get it, right? Everybody wants to feel like they're, you know, in a club or a part of a group. But it's okay to just say you're a bodybuilder, man. Don't put athlete in your bio. Don't walk around here acting like you're an athlete. You're not doing anything spectacular. You're just working out and eating chicken and rice every day and taking HGH. Y'all ain't doing nothing spectacular, man. So yeah, man, these athletes, these quote unquote athletes, you guys are not real athletes. I'm sorry to say. We respect your craft. We respect the work that's put into becoming a bodybuilder. It's not an easy thing. It really, you have to be very disciplined to be a bodybuilder. It is a very, like, if you don't have any discipline, it's not going to work out for you. I've seen guys try to go into that lane and get into that lifestyle. It is not a fun lifestyle, man. It's not a fun lifestyle. Some guys get in, they do it once, they quit. Other guys, they stay in it for a long time. But doesn't make you an athlete. I'm sorry. Does not make you an athlete, man. I need you guys to understand what an athlete really means. Bodybuilders don't have one athletic bone in their body. I'm sorry. Can't jump to save their life. You know, can't do any type of high intense training without gassing out. Can't do a shuttle drill. Like, they're just not mobily equipped to move like somebody, that trains like an athlete. But that's neither here nor there, man. Shout out to everybody. We don't hate over here. We appreciate everybody that's in the fitness community. At least they're in shape. They might be drugged up heavy, but at least they're in shape. So it is what it is. All right, man. Let's move on to the last and final article. Man, we getting through this shit quick today, man. This is actually a very quick show. I'm surprised. Hey, sometimes it'd be like that. Maybe we'll add some more articles next time. But okay, here we go. We have this woman here. She says that no surgeon can beat the gym. Jay Nice encourages gym activity and says no surgeon can say they did her body or her face. All right, let's see what this lovely muskrat has to say.
Impossible. No surgeon can say they did me. And if they did say that, they're lying. And if they say like I could do that, like y'all send them a picture and they be like, I can do that, they're lying too. You can cut corners for some things, but baby, the real cheat code, I'm gonna tell y'all this every time. The real cheat code is the gym. Nothing will have you looking better and more snatched in the gym. And then people be like, waist training don't work. That's 100% lie, because how did I get my stomach snatched? How is my stomach the way it is? I didn't have any lipo. Surgeon can beat the gym.
Well, this is what she looked like, I guess, before the surgeon, or the lack of, as she says. Yeah, I mean, this is funny. Bro, why do people lie so much? Like, why do they lie a lot? And I get it, man. And shout out to her. She's in great shape. She looked good, but she said she's never had the surgeon touch her face, touch her body. I mean, look, bro, like, let's look at this again. So there's no surgery here. There's no surgery. Okay, she might have lost some weight in her face area, right? But look at her nose. Look at her lips. Like, look at her cheekbones. Like, come on, man. This is crazy.
Surgeon can
Look at her waistline, bro. You cannot. I don't give a fuck how many times a week you go to the gym. Your body will never look like this, bro. It will like look how the proportion is from her waist to her. This is insane. Like people will get on this internet and lie their ass off. Like these motherfuckers. One thing about women, man. This is not to shit on women, but I've been in LA. I've trained women like this. I've trained women just like her, bro. And one thing about them, they will lie their ass off. They will lie they will take that shit to the grave. Even when the proof is right there in front of them, they will lie their asses off, man. It's actually incredible how people can just put up a front like this and like the truth, like the evidence is right there, man. The evidence is right there. And she said, "Oh, the waist trainer don't work." I mean, the waist trainer works. Well, obviously, you have to say that because that's your product. So you have to promote your product, right? Like, women are just incredible, man. They're incredible people sometimes. It's insane, man. But people will literally, this is the same person. See, and I'm not trying to shit on her, but women like her will do this and then hit you with a fitness plan or fitness program. This is why I say, man, you always have to be very careful about who you're getting your information from when it comes to fitness trainers or fitness coaches. You guys got to be very careful out here, man. Because people will really get their whole body done. They will get their body done. They will hop on, PEDs. And then they'll say, hey, man, all you got to do is just hit the gym and be consistent. And you'll get a body like this. There's no surgery here. Face is full of goddamn Botox. You know what I'm saying? Body been snipped up and snipped out. It's no hate. Yeah, QP, no hate at all. I've trained women like this though. And they lie their asses off, man. I've trained women that look exactly like this, that are built exactly like this. And they will lie their ass off and say it's all natural. And those are the same ones that get online and try to sell you a booty plan. They will try to sell you an ab course. You know what I mean? It's just, you got to vet who you're getting information from, man. You got to vet who you're getting information from. So be very careful about who you're taking advice from. Like for me, I tell y'all all the time, I can show y'all receipts. I can show y'all receipts for days. We're talking about all the way from 2015, 2016. So my credibility should never be in question because I can pull them receipts out easy. No problem. You know what I'm saying? But when you ask them, hey, where are your receipts at? It's crickets. It's crickets. How many people have you transformed? How many people have you gotten in shape? Okay, you might have gotten in shape, and that's questionable, right? We still got to see how you did it, your plan, your program, what you ate. But you will disappear for about 3-4 months and then come back in snatched. And now you're a trainer. Now you're a fitness coach. But can you do the same thing? Can you transform somebody else? Can you get somebody else in shape? Can you take someone that's out of shape and get them in shape? Can you take someone that wants to lose weight and make them lose weight? Can you take somebody with no muscle definition and give them muscle definition? If you can't do that, you're not a real coach. And that's cool. But don't front like you are one. And that's my issue with these new fitness influencers, man. A lot of these people are not coaches. They're not coaches. They can't show you receipts. Like I said, my receipts date back all the way to 2016, 2015. But the thing is, perception is reality, right? Somebody that has more followers, they will always get the first dibs. They will always get the first look. And I get it. I'm not hating on that. But just because someone has a lot of followers, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're qualified. And that's one thing we have to really get separated. Followers does not equal qualifications. Receipts do. So anyway, man, shout out to her. It is what it is. I respect the hustle, but if you guys are gonna get information and try to get your motivation from her, I definitely suggest you get a second opinion. Anyway, man, hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. We're about 46 minutes in. We're now approaching the main event. The topic for today, man, you cannot outrun what you avoid. So before we get into it, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get straight into it, man. So, all right, man. So the main event today, man, we're talking about you cannot outrun what you avoid. Meaning, for those of you guys that are trying to get in shape right now, the biggest thing, the first step is always the hardest step, right? Just like someone that has an addiction, just like someone that has a very big issue, the first step is admitting the problem. You have to admit that, okay, I have an addiction. I have an issue that I need to address. Once you do that, that's the first step to going in the right direction. So in this case, with a lot of you guys trying to get in shape, the first step is admitting you're fat. The first step is admitting you're overweight. The first step is admitting you need to change your overall lifestyle. Once you get that out the way, everything else is easier. But the problem that a lot of people run into is they avoid this. They know they're out of shape. They know they feel tired all the time. They know they can't walk up steps without getting out of breath. They know their back is hurting, their knees and joints are hurting, but they avoid it. And let me tell you, man, you're playing a game you're never going to win. All you're doing is kicking the can down the road, but eventually it's going to catch up to you. So you need to have those hard conversations early on with yourself, mainly, because we avoid these conversations. We avoid these conversations and we continue with our bad habits. But let me tell you something, man. All this shit compounds. It all builds up. Oh, yes. And eventually it shows up in your body. It's going to show up in your mind. It's going to show up in your life. And there's going to be no escape. There will be no escape. All you're doing is delaying the situation, kicking the can down the road. I'll work out sometime again, sometime next week. I'll do it next month. I'll start January 1st. Okay. Just keep kicking that can down the road and watch all these things pile up. It's just like having credit card debt, right? You don't get overweight or you don't get in debt after one day. No, it's small transactions that you keep doing and not fucking paying that bitch off. And the next thing you know, you check your credit card statement balance and that bitch is it's a balance that you didn't even, where did this shit come from? That's the first thing you're going to think. When the hell, where did this shit come from? Compound interest. That interest them built up, and now you have this big ass bill that you can't even pay off. And it's the same thing that applies to your health and your fitness, man. It's the same situation. You've putting off getting back in shape. You've putting off the steps that it needs to be taken to get your body back right. And those bad habits that you've done, you've ignored them. You put them off, and all it did was just compound, and then boom, you got diabetes. Boom, you got high blood pressure. Boom, God forbid you have a stroke. We've seen this game. We've seen this play out so many freaking times. This same situation that's played out so many times. Look at Irv Gotti, right? And RIP to Irv Gotti. I remember watching an interview by his brother Chris Gotti, and he was talking about how Irv already had diabetes, right? Irv was in the best shape, and I think Irv had lost a bunch of weight from diabetes. Because if you look at Irv from the early 2000s, when he was on his run with Murder Inc., Irv was not in the best shape at all. He was super obese. He just now lost, like, over time. I don't know if it was his health that made him lose the weight naturally, or he put in some effort, but he got diagnosed with diabetes, man. And his brother was talking about how the doctor would tell him, hey, you cannot eat certain foods that are high in sodium, mainly Chinese food. These New York dudes, they be loving they chicken fried rice and fried chicken. So he said he was eating that one day. All of a sudden, he had a stroke. And then that's where he died. And it just happens that fast. It happens that fast. Look at LeVar Ball. Man lost his foot because he had diabetes. And I need you guys to understand, man, diabetes is not diabetes that causes these issues. It's what it opens itself up to that causes these issues, right? So because diabetes, now you have diabetes, now your immune system is low. So now it's not, so now your body isn't fighting off against any type of, issues that might come around. So this is how strokes come. This is how, heart, what's that shit called, man? This is how heart attacks come. This is how all these different things come. LeVar Ball had to cut off his foot because he had an infection. And if he didn't cut off his foot, it would have killed him. So these are things that happen when you guys delay shit, kick the can down the road, put things off till later. This is what you are opening yourself up to, these type of issues. So it's very important, man. You have to act now. Stop trying to outrun this shit. Face this shit head on. Avoid it now or pay for it later. That's really your only option right now. You have two options. Either you avoid it or and pay for it later, or you take it head on now and you save yourself from anything that could potentially harm you or kill you. So let's check out this article right now, or this video of a guy basically saying this exact same thing. Where are we at with it? There we go. Let me refresh this real quick. All right, here we go.
Here's a little insight from a fat boy who finally decided to get it together. You know what I was tired of? Waiting and wondering what if this time I actually stick with it? How will I change? What will change around me? Who will I become? How will I think? All that fucking wondering. Because I always knew I could change myself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And I was just avoiding the work. Just no bullshit. That's the real honest answer. Avoiding it at all times. Just trying to float by. Have shit easy. I'm telling you, that shit's so fucking backwards. And if you guys are tired of that shit, you guys need help from somebody who's lived this shit. Someone who really fucking understands it. Someone who's gonna fucking build you to last. Tap in with me.
Spot on, man. You keep avoiding shit. You keep putting things off. All it's gonna do is just slowly kill you. You guys don't even know what your overall mindset, what your overall body, how your body's gonna feel, just how your life overall is gonna look once you get back in shape, once you get in shape. The state that you are in now, if you're overweight, in this very moment. The state that you're in now doesn't even compare to the state you're going to be in when you have your body together. And look, we're not asking you guys to have single digit body fat. We're not asking you guys to have 6-pack chisel abs. No. We understand some of you guys work 8 to 12 hours a day. Some of you guys got families, kids, responsibilities. Look, we just want you guys to be consistent. We want you guys to change your eating habits, eat cleaner, at least get down to 15% body fat or lower. We're not asking you guys to look like Ronnie Coleman. That's not the goal here. See, I'm more realistic in my approach to guys to getting in shape. I want you guys to have realistic goals and realistic approaches. These fitness influencers will tell you if you don't have single digit body fat, if you don't have rock chisel abs, then you're a fucking loser. We're not preaching that over here, man. We want you guys to be just in great shape for the average person. 15% body fat or lower. That should be your benchmark. Now, if you want to get abs, great. We're not saying don't get abs. If you want to get abs, and if abs is a byproduct of that, if being single digit body fat is a byproduct of you getting back in shape, then great. Great. That's perfect. But we're not asking you guys to have an unrealistic approach to getting in shape. All that's going to do is just get you guys frustrated when it doesn't happen in the time span that you want. And then you're going to fall off and quit and go back to the old habits. We want you guys to be realistic here. But you can't get there unless you actually face reality and take head on your situation. Your situation right now is you're overweight. You are pre-diabetic. Like, do not put yourself in a situation where your family has to worry about you. Your girl got to worry about you. Your kids got to worry about you. Your like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be the best version of yourself. And people will look at that, man, and commend it, especially if you come from someone that hasn't worked out in a long time, lost their edge, fell off, and then you bounce back and become a person that is unrecognizable. That shit is commendable, man. People don't realize, like, that shit is very commendable. So, yeah, man, like, I think the 3 things that most men avoid is, one is the mirror. Face yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. If you are not happy with what you see in the mirror, you got to change it. It's that simple, right? Your lifestyle. If you are tired of your late nights, if you're tired of alcohol drinking, stressed out, processed foods, late nights, tired of waking up the next day hungover and feeling like shit, or just feeling like shit overall, having no energy, you got to change. And then the last one is very simple. If you're tired of those internal conversations, tired of feeling like you have no confidence, tired of feeling weak, tired of feeling like you have lack of discipline. And as men, we have these conversations daily with us, right? We have these conversations. It may not even be about fitness, but we know when we're lacking. We know when we're being inadequate. We know when we're incompetent in a certain area. So if you're having these conversations in your head, man, it's time to change it. There's no way around it. You've answered your own question. Do I need to change? If this is already in your mind, then yes, you've already answered your own question. So, yeah, man, this has been a great episode. So I really want you guys to just take this information, man, and just change. Just start today. Start today. If you haven't worked out in 6 months or a month or whatever, just start by walking. If you don't even want to go to the gym, just start by walking tomorrow morning. Just go for a nice little walk. Mile walk, get about 5 to 10K steps in. Just do something. Because at least now you're training your brain to understand, okay, I knocked out something that I said I was going to do, right? If you did something that you said you was going to do, you've already increased your confidence right then and there. Boom. The next goal can be, okay, Monday we're going to the gym. We'll just do body weight exercise. We'll just do push-ups, dips, squats, lunges. Just keep it short, keep it simple. Pull-ups if you can. Keep it short, keep it simple. Got that out the way. And just every day or just every other day, implement something that can help you along the way and just have a consistent routine. The name of the game is routine. But it goes back to you cannot get here unless you first address the problem. Stop running from the problem. Some of you guys keep running from the fucking problem. That's why you can't get to this situation. That's why you can't get over here. Okay, so, and if you guys need help, man, if you guys need help with this, please hit the link in my bio on this video. We have coaching forums. If you want a consultation, we are giving out consultations, 20-minute consultations. We go over your goals, what you need to improve on, things like that. It's free, no charge. Get in now before we start charging you niggas, man. So if you guys, because we will start charging you niggas soon. So please get in now while it's free. At least get some information that you may have always wanted to know. No charge at all. But I do want to see you guys making an effort. And if you don't, that's cool. If you already have something you got going on, hey, more power to you. But that option is always there. Anyway, man, we appreciate you guys, man, for tapping in. This has been a great episode. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you enjoyed this episode, put a fire emoji in the chat. Real quick, if you enjoyed the episode, please put a fire emoji. If you got some game, got some good information, put a fire emoji in the chat. We appreciate you guys as well, man. Make sure you guys follow me if you're not already on my socials, my main page, Project Mac, right here, and then also the Winners Diet TV page on Instagram, TikTok, Project Mac. All the links are in the bio as well. So we got that going. But besides that, man, make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. And any topics that you guys want me to cover, please comment down below, put it in the chat, and I could definitely make an episode out of that, or just at least address it on the next episode next week. So yeah, man, we appreciate you guys as well. Hey, man, stop being fat ass niggas, man. That shit is not cool. We want you guys to be in shape. We want you guys to be fly, confident, just looking great. So we appreciate you guys as always. And I'm out this thing. Peace.